Welcome to another episode of the Bong Diaries. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pretty stoned. It is 5:24 in the morning. I woke up pretty early. I got started early this morning, which is unusual for me. So, the subject still talking about today, Friends of Oceano Airport. Now, the Friends of Oceano Airport, as we've been talking about on my channel, specifically Jolie Lucas, pretty much ran a Toys for Tots campaign at the Oceano Airport to support her political endorsement of the airport, and without the Marine Corps' permission or knowledge. And she collected cash donations and other donations in the name of the United States Marines, and they don't even know who she is. This is who she is. Let's start from when she incorporated the Friends of Oceano Airport, a chapter of the California Pilots Association. Let's make this clear. This is a chapter of a larger association of special interests, which is called the Chapter of California Pilots Association. They support general aviation and keeping airports open and yada, yada, yada. So she's a chapter of that group. So when did that chapter begin, according to the state of California? October 27th, 2011. Okay? And where is this information coming from? The state of California. California Secretary of State. Those are the people that keep the records of when people incorporate entities like the Friends of Oceano Airport, Chapter of California Pilots Association. This is a charity, and they got charity status because they are a chapter of this larger special interest group, which has 501c charity. And because they are a 501c charity, Friends of Oceano Airport qualifies as a 501c charity. And we'll go to that because I verified that already. Okay, so you see that 10/27, 2011, October 27, 2011, Jolie Lucas incorporated the Friends of Oceano Airport, a chapter of the California Pilots Association. Okay, she's a lifelong pilot. Now, let's go to the next page of information because it's going to get pretty crazy here. Because there's so many inconsistencies, dates don't match up, and a lot of discrepancies here. Let's go to the next page here. This is the California Pilots Association. And if you look here, they'll tell you who the organizations and the businesses are that are associated with them and are their chapters. Okay, and in bold, if you see in bold, right there, bold, they are official chapters and they carry the California pilots and participate in their California Pilots 501c charity nonprofit status. So if you look down here, and you can find the Friends of Oceano Airport is right here, and they're in bold. That means they have charity status. And if you click the link, okay, that's them right there. The Friends of Oceano Airport. This is where they're at. And you see they ran a fake Toys for Tots campaign, made out fake flyers, got vendors like burgers and more to go along with it. Okay, you can't do this. This is a fake-ass flyer. But that's what I'm saying. Okay, so let's go to the next bit of information here. They said here in the Santa Maria Times, this is them. Okay, this is when she was married to Mitch Latting. Okay, so they're talking about their first Toys for Tot event started in 2008. They skipped 2009 and have been hosting Toy Drive at the airport for the past 3 years. It's something to look forward to every year they added. Okay, so if you look here, this is 2012. So, okay, so that's 3 years. 2008 to 2012 is 3 years. Excuse me, it's 4 years, but they skipped a year. Remember, they said they skipped 2009, so it is 3 years. So they've been doing this since 2008, and they skipped 2009. And let's see why they were doing it. They actually tell you this. And what year is this article? This article was written in Friday, May 4th, 2012. And this is an interview at Oceano Airport. You should look this up. This is Aero News Network. Okay, that's where it's at. I don't know how I found this. I just Googled it. But that's the website, Aero News Network. This person did an article, Local Pilots Save Oceano Airport from Developers. And they talk about Jeff Edwards and that idiot trying to shut down the airport. And it's true, he did try to do it. So they tell you right here, in order to raise funds for these projects, the organization sponsors 3 events a year: a movie night, a Toys for Tots event during the holidays, and the upcoming celebration weekend that will be held May 11th through 12th. So I don't know what that is. So you see here, this celebration weekend is a tribute to our veterans. Oh my God, she's stealing from veterans, and she's attributing these to veterans, and she's charging money, $10. So the thing is they were never allowed to have the Toys for Tots events. So they're talking about it, that they've had it since 2018. Okay, and the reason why they're trying to do it is to raise money to fix the airport and to fight these developers and these politicians that are trying to shut down the airport. And remember, who is Jolie Lewis? She is the president of Friends of Oceano Airport, which is a chapter of whom? The California Pilots Association. Let's keep on saying that name, the California Pilots Association. So she's a member of them, and she's a staunch supporter of them. So let's go on to the next thing. So there's a registry of fundraisers and charities in California, okay? That's where I got this information. If you go there and you look up Friends of Oceano Airport, chapter of California Pilots Association, go look. Reporting incomplete. Okay, and if you open the file, just open it. Oops, let's do this. Gosh darn it, I had that damn thing open. I already had it open. Good thing I already had it open. So if you go over here, this is the state of California, Department of Justice, Office of the Attorney General, Friends of Oceano Airport, chapter of California Pilots Association. Okay, and if you look here, reporting incomplete. Renewal due expiration date 5/15/21. They only were issued a charity status in 2014 from the California Department of Justice. I don't know why they don't have information since 2011, because remember, what did we see? In 2011, they incorporated. In 2008, if you look here, they've had Toys for Tots events since 2008. Okay, that's what they said here in this article. They're saying it themselves. The duo started the event in 2008 and 2009. So there's so many inconsistencies here, right? So if you look down here, they've been delinquent so many times and they almost got suspended. And if you look here, the last year that they've provided anything was the 2024 is still in process. Okay, so they're delinquent in their reporting. So I don't understand all of this. I'll tell you the truth, but you can go there and you can open up all these files, and there you can read you can read these things. Watch this. I'm going to download this. I'm going to open it up. Okay, and I'm going to do this. Watch this. Okay, they're telling her something, delinquent registration, how to get yourself current, and all this stuff. This was sent on November 14th. I don't know if she's done anything about this, but you can open up all these letters. They don't sound good to me. What do I know? I'm just a stoner. And by the way, stoners get cotton mouth, so I'm going to have to take a drink of water. I'm going to have to take a break here for a second. Because I did take a big-ass bong hit. Bong rip. Bong rip. So you see here, Oceano Airport, These fake ass flyers, you can spot these a mile away. How do you spot them a mile away? This, because you have to use these labels here. I told you, there's a lot of uniformity, and if you don't use these official logos, you can spot these a mile away. And plus, you're not supposed to put your business name on here like Burgers and More. You're not allowed to do this. Okay, these hokey ass flyers. So that was one of their vendors that was told not to do that by me in 2023, and they continued to do it. And look, here's another thing that stands out here. Look, religious stuff. You're not allowed to have that. And look, you don't see any Marine Corps collection boxes. They have these, you have to have all the branding and stuff in these pictures. Okay. And if you look for here, it's telling you that they've, look at her. She's just, oh, they're going to get an extra toy under the tree because of us, blah, blah, blah. Oh my God. So if you look here, they spread this all around Slow Airport. Okay, this is illegal. You're not allowed to do this. And look, they wrangled the Friends of Oceano Dunes into supporting this and tried to promote this on their media too, which is this is Jolie Lucas here. This is a fake Toys for Tots drive, and she ran these things for 15 years. The first 4 years with her first five, no, let's see here. They split up in 2014. So the first 6 years with her and her husband, and then the following 9 years by herself. She just totally lied to our whole community. And you know what? She looked Marines in the face and took their money and their toys. I'm a Marine. She took my toys, and I'm pretty pissed off. So that's why I'm making these videos. Okay, so if you look here, watch this video. This is from KSBY. And if you look here, this is, just search Toys for Tots 2024 KSBY Oceano Airport. And you'll see here, this woman, when you press play on this video, you'll see there's a piece of tape over the date, and it says 2023. And this is 2024. I would suggest she stole this from, I would allege that she probably stole this from another Toys for Tots, put tape over it, and she forgot to put the next year tape over it because the Toys for Tots put the date on it. So this one says 2023, and this is actually 2004. And why is there tape over there that says 2023? Why isn't it just printed on there? So these are things that you can catch right away. So you see here, and so when I caught him in 2024, and when I told him finally in 2024, what they do in 2025, they changed the name of the Oceano Airport toy drive, Clear for Cheer. Yeah, they just changed the name. And so the first 15 years, they used the Marine Corps label to get all these people to draw them to the airport and to raise money for the airport, for their politicians, and to fix the airport, whatever else she deemed that money for. That was Jolie Lucas. Okay, so that's her right there. That's who we're talking about, Jolie Lucas. This woman right here. Okay, this woman right here. And it tells you she is an airplane girl, born and raised, and she brags about, she calls herself the Mooney girl because apparently this plane is called the Mooney. I don't know much about aircraft, so here we go. Who are these people? Adam Verdin. What's his role in this? Well, from 2021 into 2025, he was he was on the Airport Land Commission, and he's also a local pilot. Okay, and that was his career most of his life. Okay, he's a local pilot, and he owns a local restaurant. Okay, his father created a restaurant, and he took it over. So you can see it right here. You can go to Adam Verdin for supervisor, and you can read about Adam, and he'll tell you right there that he was on that commission, the airport commission. You see it right there. Okay, so Airport Land Commission right there. Okay, and he tells you right there that his passion for aviation at nearby Oceano Airport, becoming a pilot at 17 and a flight instructor at 19, He serves as chief pilot. Okay, that's who these people are. He had meetings at his restaurant. They had meetings at his restaurant to plan for these Toys for Tots events. And I questioned him. He just clammed up about it. And he's running for supervisor. And who else helped her? Lynn Compton. They endorsed her. The California Pilots Association, you see right here, she always supports our annual charitable events such as the Toys for Tots and Oceano Airport celebration salutes to veterans. These two screwed veterans. This woman already screwed me. I'm a veteran. She's a horrible, despicable person. She's our former county board of supervisor in San Luis Obispo County. So these people really screwed us. And the California Pilots Association was a ringmaster behind this because she's part of it. They probably knew nothing about this, the main association. It was her. Do you understand how she indicted all these people? Okay, so let's see here who Adam Verdin is. You can Google his name and Google, what did I Google? California Pilots Association and Adam Verdin, and it'll tell you right here. His association, it says right here, is heavily involved with the California Pilots Association. He is listed the organization as an official endorsing group for his 2026 campaign for San Luis Obispo County Board of Supervisor. Okay, it tells you right here his background, so Google it. You'll find out. So, and you'll see Lynn Compton, same thing. Supervisor Lynn Compton received official endorsement from the California Pilots Association during her 2022 re-election campaign. Okay, so she received it for a backing consistent political advocacy for general aviation. And look, right here specifically, strongly defended the municipal Oceano Airport. She publicly labeled the airport vital to our community and local economy, blah, 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 highlighting as a replaceable value. Okay, and it tells you right here she served on the Oceano County Board of Supervisors from 2015 to 2022. She lost her seat in June 2022 to Supervisor Jimmy Paulding. Now, Jimmy Paulding knows nothing about this. Jimmy Paulding knows nothing about this. Okay, I tried to contact him. He doesn't return anything, any phone calls. So you see here, the people involved here, okay, are people like this, Lynn Compton. These are the ringleaders, Lynn Compton, Jolie Lucas, and who else? Adam Verdin. These people made this happen. You have to have credentials to even get a permit at the airport. And he probably pushed that. We don't know. So there's going to be an investigation. Okay, and he's going to have to answer. How did this woman, she's going to have to answer too. How did this woman get a permit on county property to have a fake Toys for Tot drive and advertise all over the place? Like I said, the media, tell Friends of Oceano Dunes, indict all these people, KSBY, Slow New Times, all the media. She got them all involved and everybody was stupid. Nobody asked her for credentials. 2011, and she had a Toys for Tots charity drive in 2008. Okay? 2008, she had a charity drive. This woman right here. So we need to do something about this. I want you to call the district attorney's office. I want you to call Jimmy Paulding, write him. I want you to call the Toys for Tots and complain about her and ask her for her credentials. Ask her if she's a local area coordinator for the Toys for Tots program or a local community organizer that is recognized and signed a contract with the United States Marine Corps to use their trademark, their logos, and coordinate events for them. She created huge liabilities for everybody. This woman right here, and these two people, this woman right here, Lynn Compton, And who else? Adam Verdin. Where is he? Where is Adam Verdin? This woman right here, and Lynn Compton and Adam Verdin. Where is he? Where is he? Where is Adam Verdin? Right here. This guy right here. Need to answer how she got a permit on the airport. Yeah. And how it went so long undetected. Okay, I told you already what they did. They created a new thing called Clear for Cheer. When I caught them in 2024, when I finally caught them, the next year they created this 2025 Clear for Cheer, and Jolie Lucas was out of the picture. So I'm questioning whether the airport, the county airport, found out and put a kibosh to this and try to cover it up and said, let's have another event. You already got a draw there thanks to the Marines. We don't need them anymore. We got their money. I mean, this is crazy. So this is what's happening in the community of Oceano, California. We got people like this, Lynn Compton. This is Lynn Compton's, literally, this is Lynn Compton's page right here. That's where I got it from. This is her Instagram. Okay, this is all public information. I didn't have to go too far. Look, this is all her. That's her right there. Okay, so this is all public information. You don't have to go too far. They think they're so sneaky. No, you're not sneaky, lady. You got caught by a Marine. Don't fuck with the Marines. Yeah. Well, I guess you guys learned a lesson. Let's see what she's got here. Public safety. Well, there's no public safety when you don't vet people. Look at this person. So full of crap. Anyway, that's our community. And you see, I made these videos for a reason, to catch these people. And this is the last one I'm making. And then I'm going to go on with my life because I don't have time for investigating. The sheriff's office and Toys for Tots will do that themselves. And hopefully we'll get them to pay some restitution and maybe convict her, because that's a crime. Yeah, it's federal crime. It's felony. So I'm done here. Hope you enjoyed my stoner investigation video into this Toy for Tots fiasco in Oceano, California, with the Friends of Oceano Airport, Lynn Compton and Adam Verdin. Wow, we don't need people like this in our community anymore, screwing up our lives. Well, I got to get going. If you want to watch some more videos like this, watch my channel at Holly Go Light Infantry. Go infantry or go home.